it's. I think we're fine, but I'll still clap.
Nice.
Welcome to Manspread episode 3, guys. Occasional Kate.
I probably shouldn't put
Ponies
balls in my mouth before you start.
First of all,
I'm just gagging on balls in my mouth.
We want to clarify the balls are JoJ drinks. Thank you, JoJ.
Absolutely amazing. Go check them out. Local business.
What was the drink
friends.
that you got from JoJ?
Okay, so it's a cold brew. It's not bubble tea. It's bubble coffee.
Ooh.
So it's a cold brew.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. She added something a little different this time.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
I don't know. I had some of it before.
Shout out Laura at JoJ.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Really
Laura
good.
did a good job.
Yeah. Go check them out. Local business.
Really nice people.
Yeah. Really nice people.
Yeah.
You know what I saw? Sorry, tangent. They started this new thing for local artists. They're putting up the art. Yeah, you saw that too. They're putting up their art on their walls.
Yeah.
Spruces up their place like really nicely. Like it brings a lot of color in now. And they're helping the artists out, selling their artwork for them.
Yeah, because they have really nice, like, big white walls.
Yeah.
So it's, like, really cool that they're going to, like, fill up the space.
And it's all different styles of art and stuff. Yeah, really cool.
So cool.
Yeah, great people.
It was awesome. Yeah, they're
great
great.
drinks.
Yeah, the owners are awesome.
I go every day. A little addicted,
Really?
but
Every day?
honestly, though,
like if I'm in town, I am going.
yeah.
Like the other day, I was on a ride on my motorcycle, and I was like, I really want one, but I don't want to drink it now. I want to drink it later. And we were trying to find a way to put it in my saddlebag.
Yeah, because he takes the
not gonna
bike.
work. So I'm like, I'm just gonna drink.
You take the bike as well, so it's a little bit nice. You have like a place to ride to, which I understand. Like,
Oh, yeah,
my
it's
dad
great.
does that with his car.
Yeah.
You need to go somewhere. You know? So
Yeah. I always have to have a coffee or snack destination when I'm riding.
a snack destination.
Yeah, no, it has to happen.
That
Well, it's
sounds
also
like
a
a movie.
bathroom break,
Oh, that's so true.
and then coffee.
Yeah, and coffee. Well, I just got regular jasmine milk tea, and like Colt called me when he was like there getting his drink, and he was like with Laura there, I guess, and he was like, "Hey, bro, are you sure that's all you wanted? Like, did you typo
Dude,
that?"
she was shook.
She was like, "Just
Like
a
she was
jasmine
actually,
tea."
she's newer to working there.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
works at their other business, or like newer to working there because Christine usually hooks us up.
Yeah, Christine's
and Sean,
wild.
and they know that you just want your lame ass.
Yeah,
drink, but
I mean,
whatever.
Christina was saying it the first couple times too. She was like,
and-
"Yeah, just jasmine."
She was like, Are you sure?
Oh, that's so good though.
It is actually.
I
really
like
good.
to taste the
just,
tea.
They genuinely just have good tea. I don't know what they use for their tea.
I don't know. It's like honestly like
Cold brew is
kung fu
really
tea
good.
we go to sometimes in Toronto, but like up here, even if there's a kung fu tea, I'd probably still hit JoJ
Yeah,
because
JoJo's pretty good.
they make it like, and plus they actually talk to you, or as kung fu tea, it's like some silent student who just makes your tea, gives it to you, and then they don't want to see your face. But
Yeah.
at least you get some interaction, and like you're saying, it's a good place to just hang out, see some art, just vibe. But they were gonna do some stuff, like maybe some like after hours, like nighttime stuff, which they were talking about. I don't know if they're gonna start doing that, but it might be like a good chill spot.
I think so. Yeah,
for
we need
like
it.
just Orangeville people.
Yeah,
who-
I want to let them do their
They'll-
release of that though.
They'll release it, but they were just talking about doing more things.
Nighttime bubble tea.
Vibes. Yeah. But yeah, we were just saying before we started recording, Kate, like when we were just chatting before Colt and I, but we wanted to talk about this. Like, do you want to talk about the Hyundai, or do you want to talk about like school and other stuff first? Let's do the Hyundai after. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to just chat about like school, like how's it going for you, and like the update for
Yeah,
me.
you
because
just
I'm
got
still
out
volunteering.
of class. Now
Yeah, what was-
mucking
you
some
just came back from
blueberries
a
on your
burrito.
plate.
Kate snapped her. She's hungry.
It was almost a 2 hour like lecture, but I think it was like 21 slides on like a Google slide, and then we're just like talking through it. And honestly, like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Neil, but like I didn't pay attention for half of it because I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's a
okay,
late class.
It's
too.
kind of a late
That's-
class. But you know what though? Like she was saying before.
But I was chiming in and out every like 30 seconds, right, just to make sure I'm like on top of it. And then he was saying some like pretty good stuff. Today was like strategies on how it was on metacognition.
Oh yeah, metacognition's like
Yeah.
thinking about thinking.
Okay, meta is like Facebook to me.
You see why I'm a psychology major?
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that word?
Meta means
meta,
it's
I'm
like
just confused.
it. So if you talk about something like being a paramedic, if you were a meta paramedic, you would be like a paramedic to paramedics. Do you know what I mean? It's like one layer above.
What the kids say these days, like Sigma or
No, I think that's different.
Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I keep seeing it on like fucking TikTok, and
No,
I'm like,
it's
I don't
about
know.
analyzing how you think and analyzing about what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, so they just made a fancy term for an overthinker.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I do. In
Well,
a relationship. Great.
overthinking technically makes no sense
No.
because you can't think about a topic too much. What the
So-
issue is when you have like a active metacognition or like you're metacognitively overthinking, I guess it just means that you're like, say you are confused about which girl to date. If like a metacognitive thought would be thinking about what's my thought, like is my choice, the way I make a decision between the two girls, is that a good way to think about it? That would be a metacognition, which is inherently something that like intelligent animals do, right? Like I don't think your dog or Kay's dog would be like, why did I make that choice?
Okay, if anyone follows my TikTok or Instagram, my dog's name's Finn.
The
I'm
Dalmatian.
gonna plug my Instagram right here because I think it's hilarious.
Of course, go
so
ahead.
my dog's name is Finn, and my page for him is called OnlyFins. Oh yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, OnlyFins. Follow the OnlyFins. I post a lot about him and his lack of brain cells.
Yeah.
My dog has a smooth brain.
Yeah. Oh,
It
Susie.
is a perfectly
Susie is a
shaped, just
smooth brain too.
mushy ball.
Yeah.
There are no ridges. There's no thoughts. There's no brain cells.
Sigma is Frank, eh?
Oh, Sigma bad?
I don't know if I'm using that
I
right.
don't know what that term means.
Or
I don't
what
know.
the other skibbity? What the fuck is a skibbity?
That's some Gen Z, like younger Gen Z stuff.
Okay.
Because we're Gen Z too, but they're like young.
Yeah,
Gen
I
Z,
had a
yeah.
kid, like one of my patients, and he was like, "This plane is skibbity," and I'm like, "What?"
Skibbity.
Man, no way we sound like that. We sound a little bit like that, but no way we're that bad.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
we said YOLO. That was
Yeah,
pretty
but
bad.
YOLO wasn't
Dude,
even
that was
us.
pretty-
That was like Drake that did that or something, I'm pretty sure, right? So blame him. But yeah, like I was just gonna say, like, school's going pretty good for Kate. Like she likes it, but it's
I go to class. I listen to my teachers and professors because they're teachers, right? That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
their day job, and then they teach like us, like after. But
they're
it's
meta
basic-
teachers. They're like, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't
Sorry.
think that's how it works.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it's very like anecdotal, and then they just like tell you, yeah, I did this today with my kids, and then some of the classmates are asking my professors like, oh yeah, do you like use this metacognitive like skill? And then my professor was like, no, I don't use all of them. I only use like certain things that I want.
Well, they're most of the time, like when I hear your lectures, because she's like beside me when I'm working at my desk, I hear the profs just saying things like, yeah, so kids are really sensitive nowadays. You just gotta be careful, be respectful, whatever. So they're basically right now, because it's like 2 months of class and then 2 months of placement. So she's kind of like in this weird theory. Like I'm sure paramedic school is the same thing where they're like, oh yeah, don't kill your patient, and you're like, yeah, no shit, bro. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
And then when you're actually in the field, it's like exciting and fun and nice.
Yeah, and then you're like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him! Fuck!"
Yeah.
Remember
You're
everything.
like, good thing my prof told me not to kill you, bro. Here, hold this severed arm. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, she's vibing. I mean, I was vibing too because, like recently, I've been going crazy for like 6 months trying to find like more research volunteer work because, like, doing your master's in psychology and like other science related courses, you need like 2 parts to volunteer work because they want slave labor. So, and they need experience, and the only way you can get experience like kind of easily is if you offer yourself for free, volunteer.
Yeah.
So I had lots of clinical work where I was in like the mental health hospital dealing with patients, but now I got like a research volunteer position, so I'm a research assistant. And yay! It's been a roller coaster to find this. I've been like,
I also love how he's just getting like
Susie
a full
chills.
paw massage right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like he's
Susu
loving
is-
his life. He was missing like any car that went by. He was like just
freaking
like
out.
right at the
Oh,
door waiting for
really?
yeah.
He waits for Kate to come home
so
until he
pretty
sees
cute.
her. But well, I mean, like, yeah. So I finally got the research assistant
Yeah.
like volunteer position,
Awesome.
and it's at a lab at U of T. It's Dr. G. He's totally sick.
Is this like same doc like people that you know, right? Because you went to U of T.
No, I
you
never-
went to Ryerson.
I went to Ryerson,
Yeah.
TMU, but
Okay,
Ryerson.
yeah.
I went to Ryerson, and then I went to Carleton in Ottawa, and that's where I finished my degree.
Yeah.
But like, I was trying to get into U of T to do master's work there, so having a volunteer position in a lab with a U of T professor who also happens to be taking on graduate students as like a supervision, it's like
good in.
it's a really good in. So I'm really hoping that they're gonna like me, and I'm just gonna work my ass off, and like it's all for free, but the experience you get is like
It's very
it's
competitive.
very
Absolutely.
competitive. So But the cool thing is the Dr. G's lab. He has like a couple students that are international students from Hong Kong, and I'm helping his lab manager Yuchen. She's awesome, but she's just trying to eat this like bagel.
I'm
thing.
sorry, like I've been watching him like
The
slowly pay
nose,
for it,
yeah.
and like the inner like
Doge.
chaos loving of me
Yeah.
really wants to see his face just covered
bury
in
himself.
blueberries right now. Like I just want to see a purple dog.
He will, because he's white, so he'll literally just cover himself. But yeah, I mean, like the lab's sick, but they do work with they're basically doing stuff where they're taking like psychological tests, like for example, like education tests, where they'll say, oh, I think my son or daughter has like a learning disability, and they run you through a test to see like if they actually have that disability, and they're using like AI or like machine learning stuff to like improve the test and like administer it better. And like part of the reason the prof like liked me was because I said I want to research how AI tools like Gemini or ChatGPT can be used to like initially assess patients. So like for example, which is like what I was talking with him the other day, I was like, I think it'd be so cool to see like if you could use ChatGPT in like a school, so that if you have students who are like depressed, you can have the student talk to ChatGPT first. ChatGPT is like easier to talk to than like a old 40-year-old teacher.
So if you're so introverted and like socially anxious that you can't
talk to a real person. Texting
it's that
ChatGPT.
liaison of
there you go.
Of the counselor, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But also ChatGPT can be taught certain like therapeutic assessment tools. So it'll take that information. It might even search their social media, like depending on how much data you're willing to give up as like a person. I'd be like, ChatGPT, analyze my life. Here's my social media. Here are my text messages. It'll just dig through your life, and it'll be like, Jason is depressed. He's specifically depressed because he feels alone. He feels alone because his friends all bailed on him last week, and it might be like a small event or a large event. It's so cool. So I'm just really glad that it's a cool lab and they're doing stuff with like AI and computer science. It's dope. Yeah. Like psychology and AI together, that's the future, bro. Like no one's gonna be just, you're not gonna go to your guidance counselor anymore by yourself. You're gonna have like a little red dot on the screen, and it's gonna be like ChatGPT like watching the session and then giving notes to the therapist and then also giving notes to you. Like that's probably gonna be the future of like therapy, and yeah, it's wild.
And then you just have Terminator as your counselor.
You might as well.
They take over, right?
Well, because tons of movies they have like a robot therapist where people have to like chat with.
What was it, Big Hero 6?
Yeah, stuff
Dude,
like that.
Okay, if
for healthcare, it's
that
wild.
should be your project.
Yeah,
make an inflatable chat GBT.
No, but then
it is.
But dude, then that means I have to die because the brother that makes
let's
Big
not
Hero
go that far.
Let's not make. Well, then I have to die in a fire. Then it's full arc.
Go get like steal a Michelin Man fucking advertisement.
Oh my god!
Inflatable and just put GBT in.
Hey, if Michelin Tires wants to sponsor me to make the first.
I'm still waiting on them to make a Big Hero 6 2, and the brother lives.
I thought
I'm waiting for that arc. I'm waiting for.
But he comes back as Two-Face. No, dude, he's gonna come back.
Or did they make a show?
He's gonna come back as Harvey Dent from The Dark Knight.
Yeah, there was like a spin-off like.
There's a show?
Or like shorts or something.
No, the shorts are like they're within. They're within the universe.
We need a Big Hero 6 too because his name is like Tadashi or something.
Yeah,
the older brother.
Yeah.
Who runs into the building after the scientist, and then it never says that.
They
like,
left
he
it
died,
vague. Yeah, they left it vague.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
I mean, he ran into like a 9,000-degree building.
Might have just turned into some Korean barbecue there.
That's so funny.
No, but all the little robots could have like went around his body and like protected him from the fire, and then he could have like. I'm holding on to the dream that he's coming.
Hold on, darling. Hold on. Anyways, school update. How's work for you? Because you're not in school anymore. Because you're an actual adult. So how's it going?
The school of life.
Adult. My job is constant learning. Like we do. It's called like CMEs, continual medical education. I think.
Yeah, especially healthcare.
I'm just gonna assume that's what it stands for.
Yeah.
And
that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's good. We've been doing like a lot. They've been changing a lot of like policies and procedures and stuff. So it's been a lot of change in learning. And given like allowances of like different things that we can do, test trials and stuff. That's cool. It's been a lot.
Just a lot of new stuff, and you're just trying to stay up to date.
Yeah, it's always around this time of year. Like they test trial things now, and then by February,
it's like ready to roll out.
Is the rollout decision of we're doing this or not?
Oh, that's cool. That's actually pretty neat.
So like, yeah, I'd say like from September, usually a little later, like November until December-ish, they're making their decisions. January, they're cleaning it up. In February,
Is that time usually, like, is winter time usually lighter for you in terms of like workload?
I'd say there is no light.
There is no light time?
Yeah, honestly,
That's
like I thought there was, but like...
You were hoping when you were in paramedic school, you were like, please.
Well, no, especially with flight. Like, I was like...
It's gotta be slow in winter with the weather, though. No.
No.
They just they just de-ice and roll and wheels up.
No. I mean, there's delays of like, sure, there's environmental delays, like there's logistically a slowness to it, but patient-wise,
it's still wild, eh?
It is what it is.
Well, that sounds like me too. Like the lab gets busier over the winter, but then the whole summer when I've been reaching out to like 50 or 60 different professors, like multiple universities, most of them at U of T, but just trying to connect with people, and a lot of people were like, oh, we'll keep you on file, but we don't have any projects going on right now. I'm like, dude, it's like end of July. Like the semester starts soon. Don't you want to have your projects finalized so that you can begin? There's a lot of profs over the summer, they want to do nothing, or they want to wrap up the projects from the last year. So I didn't know that, and then someone finally told me that. So I was like, wow, all of June, July, and August I've been emailing like nuts. And then now in October is when I finally get to start something.
Yeah.
So like I start tomorrow, I have another meeting tomorrow, we're gonna begin, and then Kate's the same thing. Like it's weird that the first part of the fall you're in class, and then during technically the hardest part of the winter, December to like January, is when you're gonna be on your placement. So they want you to drive around in the worst weather rather than like have you drive later or like try to figure out a timeline. Yeah. It's weird. Like they want the winter to be so busy, but it's the hardest time to commute. So I don't. Speaking of commuting,
oh yeah,
this is our next point.
Yeah.
Wow, we're just killing it. So cross off that.
What's this Hyundai thing?
No. The Hyundai thing we're going to talk about after because it's. I don't want to muddle it down with like positive, negative. I want negative and positive. You know what I mean? I want to like arc up throughout the podcast. So super depressing. Toronto traffic is insane. Right? Traffic in Ontario. I don't know about everywhere else because I don't live anywhere else. But like, I don't know what Olivia Chow is doing, but they are just not doing it properly. Right?
This is even our mayor. We're just pissed off.
Dude, we're just
pissed
because we commute, right? So it's like it's wild. So Olivia Chow, I just saw on CBC News. I'm gonna pull it up. They released Toronto officials unveiled their latest plan to ease traffic congestion. So they've been working on it for a while. So basically the plan is not to actually change anything. They just want to more efficiently manage the flow that there currently is, which I think is insane. That's what I asked. So how? The first part was that Olivia Chow's officials said that construction is the major issue here. That there's too much major construction in the downtown core. So what they're doing is they essentially just told all the construction crews to hurry up. And if they don't hurry up, there's going to be fines. So they're basically, it's crazy, right? They're already dealing with huge red tape, trying to get housing, they're trying to build more houses faster. They're trying to build condos, all this stuff, fix roads, improve the Gardiner because it's falling apart, the bridges and stuff. If you've seen,
the roads are terrible.
Still are. I mean, who takes rusty rebar because the concrete's cracked, the rebar's exposed, it's been rusting for 2-3 years, and then they just went paint, new cement, and they're like, done. That is not how rebar works. Chime in, DM us if you work on rebar and confirm that is not how you fix. Anyways, I'm tangenting. Yeah. But so the first thing they said was construction, and the second thing that they were increasing fines for blocking intersections. So an $85 fine now is $615 for just block. If the light turns red and you just can't make it to the other side because there's a truck or something, you now get fined $600 because also, if you've noticed, Spadina and around where probably you're working as well, around the Blue Jay Stadium and everything like that.
Oh God.
Around Rogers Center. Oh my God. There's cops at every intersection during rush hour. So if the cop eyesights you blocking traffic, he's just gonna walk over with his pad, citation you, $600. Done. You can't fight it because it's
you're already stuck there.
You're stuck. Where are you gonna run, bro? You're stuck in the middle of the traffic. So that's wild. And I think the third thing they said that they were doing was they said they have no plans to limit the amount of cars entering the city. It's not about making cars disappear, Olivia Chow's team was saying. They're it's just about we have to get better at managing flow and
how do you manage flow without changing anything?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you live in Brampton and you have to go across Gardner or 401 and then go north on 410 to get to Brampton, how are you going to start telling some people that, hey, if your license plate ends with a number 6, you have to go north and then west. You can't go west and then north.
There's no way.
There's no way, dude. No one's going to go.
What they can do is stop just handing out licenses left
Yeah.
and center.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Like,
there's so many people that shouldn't be on the road. Like that lady.
Oh my God.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna let you talk after it because I know
that's
you have an
okay.
idea. Okay.
The lady that
We had this crazy. So we went to Brampton today. We're driving. We're coming back. There's this lady in an F-150, brand new. Doesn't look her license plate was like Gwendol or something like that. It was like her name. No, I don't think it was Gwendolyn.
Stacy.
It was something like that.
Gwen Stacy.
Okay.
So her
Gwen
license plate was clearly her first name. So you could tell, no, she didn't buy the truck. Somebody else probably bought it for her. She's like, we're driving, and then she turns right in front of us.
Yeah.
So the way she like turns right was like, you can see her like shimmying the wheel, and she turns so wide into oncoming lane and then comes back in front.
Slow.
Like 1 kilometer an hour. I had to brake in a 40-kilometer zone, dude. You're like 30 meters ahead of me. You can't turn right onto a 40-kilometer street in less than like 20 seconds. Why do you have your license? Like, she wasn't even that old. She's probably like 50s, 40s. Like,
Yeah, she was like about,
You think so?
60s, 70s.
well, she looked very youthful, I guess, from the 40-kilometer an hour. Gwen Stacy.
But literally, I'm like sitting in the passenger seat, and then I see her turning the car like very slowly. I was like,
So
what is
slow.
going on?
Yeah.
Kate had extra anger today, a little bit soft, so she was yelling at her.
My mom listens to this podcast, so I don't want to like mention the run-ins I've had on the motorcycle. Because
Yeah.
I was lied to her, and I'm like, oh no, nothing ever happens.
No, you're
Like,
always super safe every time I see you.
Yeah.
You're always leaving on time. And
I am a safe rider.
You
for
are.
the most part.
compared to some
I'm not
other
gonna
people.
lie. There are places and roads you know where to have fun.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I refuse to ride my motorcycle south of Caledon.
Mm-hmm.
Like south of Highway 9, I will avoid at all costs. The biggest city I will go to is like Newmarket or Barrie sometimes, and even still on the outskirts for like the bike nights I go to.
Yeah, yeah.
I will not ride in Brampton or like anything.
No, dude, the highest insurance.
I've taken my bike a few times to
Like
what was it?
downtown.
No, God no. No, I want to live.
Olivia Chow won't let that happen anyways.
At Olivia Chow,
Olivia-
make the road safe so I can ride my bike to the Blue Jays game. Like was it Rexdale? Like just outside of like
Yeah,
the
that's
Line track.
that's
like,
north of Tobico, like super north.
yeah, like the north part in that little industrial pocket is where one of our bases is.
Yeah, so you have to go.
I'll go there, and I'll just commute because it's a little easier sometimes on the bike. But still, like, dude, people just don't look. And I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent, but same topic. A lot of people get mad at like motorcyclists for the loud exhausts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a louder exhaust on my bike. It's not as loud as my old one.
It's not that bad.
But
though.
it's not that bad, but I can see where people would not be pleased with me.
Yeah.
And I do ride my bike home late at night. I won't ride through like a super populated area if I don't have to at like
just
2
keep
in the
it
morning.
low in the revs. That's it.
Yeah, right? Like screaming through, making a ruckus like late at night, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I want to because it echoes and it's fun, I try not to.
You try
right?
to just be chill.
But I am a firm believer of motorcycles. Like, my horn, you can't hear it. You
Yeah,
can't
because
hear
it's
it.
too loud.
No, and I had the stock exhaust on before, and it sounded like a lawnmower. And
Yeah.
like I've had cars that just drift over to because they
just can't hear you.
They cannot hear me.
My parents were saying
when
about
you-
electric cars too, in the
Dude,
parking
oh
garage.
yeah, no,
You can't hear them.
so that is my run-ins that I always have. It's with Teslas.
Or
'Cause-
Hyundais.
Or yeah. Here we
Segue
go.
into talking about the
Okay,
Hyundais.
Well, this one's cool.
So,
I kind of like this.
You explain the Hyundai.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
the
Hyundai.
What happened?
Yeah,
Hyundai.
that car. Can't pronounce it.
Is Hyundai Korean?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Hyundai.
But lean into the mic
Yeah,
more when you say it.
just over enunciate this because I want to giggle.
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
It
Hyundai.
sounds so cute.
Yeah, her voice gets softer as she speaks Spanish.
It sounds so cute. So yeah, it's the Ioniq 5N. So the
I'll pull it up.
N line is their sports line, and they have the Elantra N, the Kona N, the Veloster N, and a lot of people kind of hate them. I have a Santa Fe, and it's been reliable-ish. It's not the greatest car in the world. It's comfortable. It has a lot of good amenities, a lot of good legroom. Not the greatest. Their N lines, I have test driven a few of my friends. They are fun.
Yeah.
Like the sport package you get for the price out of the factory, they are fun. Now this Ioniq Okay, ionic electric
Mhm.
ions. It is an electric.
Thanks for doing that.
I really don't know why I did that.
Just
I'm
got a
on
lot
a
of free.
whole different like mindset today.
That's hilarious.
I've been having fun all day.
Yeah, dude. That's how they live.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got some pep because you were saying that.
So it is an electric car
Mhm.
designed for the sports or tuner enthusiast. Now, you can't really tune this car
It's
or modify
electric.
it because it is electric.
Unless you're a programmer.
But they've made it. Unless you're a programmer, yeah. Bro, I got the Alienware ECU, bro. Like, for my car guys.
Kate doesn't know what that
for
is.
my car, the
It's just
computer
computer
guys,
stuff.
both anyone. would
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about
It's
that,
like a
but-
gaming computer brand.
Yeah, it's engine
Oh, yeah.
swapping.
I want to show you.
gaming computer into it.
I want to
yeah,
let you
show the
listen to
picture.
the video. So
Yeah.
the Hyundai, it looks like this. Hold on, if you can kind of see. Like I pause the video, but it just looks like a Hyundai.
Should I
Like
play it?
It's a
electric vehicle.
crossover.
I'm gonna
SUV.
play it into the microphone so that
Is
you
it-
can
Is
hear
this
it.
the right one?
This
The
is
sound?
just about the crazy fake, like just the sound. So the Ioniq 5 did this thing that Cole was telling me where they have through the speakers inside the car, you could turn on so that it makes fake engine noises like when you rev. It has
inside.
fake paddle shifters that essentially like on the steering wheel.
They'll simulate gear changes.
So electric vehicles usually have a motor that is directly attached to the wheels. There's no transmission because it's unnecessary, right? It's like the crazy cart where you just press gas and it goes faster.
It's on or off.
It's on or off. But then they made it so that when you hit the paddles, it simulates the jerking.
It'll cut the power a little bit.
How silly is that?
Yeah,
But
and
if
and
you're
like
an
you actually
enthusiast-
you'll hit like a rev limiter. So like when the revs simulated revs
it'll go
up,
like
it'll
yeah.
stop. It won't accelerate anymore. It'll stop
Because you
and
have
then
to-
you have to shift again.
You have to shift.
Kind of neat.
It's wild.
Kinda
Right?
neat.
It's like your automatic where you have this semi-automatic gears.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's not
Why is
really.
that necessary? Why would you do
Okay,
that?
it's not necessary, but for someone like me, I hate Tesla.
But
I
if you
hate it.
but if you have to drive an electric car, it's kind of
yeah,
nice
for someone like
transition.
us that like modifying things and like
or just driving
Feels that
completely.
niche.
it fills the need.
That was the most
it,
condescending
it
way.
fills the need.
Did you see how she's like,
The need
it
for
feels
speed.
the need for speed? Yeah, that's sick.
EA Sports. That's elite.
So
It's like
Anyway.
you want a car, but like hide that it's electric.
exactly.
Yeah.
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 And I'll link this video that I'm gonna post of my car sauce. But they had they just show the crazy fake engine noises that it has, and it also plays engine noises out the outside of the car, so you can hear it through the back. Like,
Wow.
if you no, it's so silly. But this is
Boring. This is the Ioniq 5N, and
I love this
check
accent.
this out. This has to be the wildest feature I have ever seen in any car.
It's wild.
Any car.
Clutch mode, you can see changes there. And now we have these sounds that are pumped in. This one's called ignition. Listen to this.
That's what it sounds like.
What?
Yeah.
You can also
And you can hear the little pop 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 like it sounds like the cars that we like.
Oh my God.
But it gets
Right?
crazier.
It's
We have
okay,
more
cheesy.
evolution.
Very.
Cheesy, but it's a step in the right direction of getting people
Yeah.
like us somewhat excited about the possibility of forced
Yeah,
electric
it tickles
vehicles.
the right places.
Well, like,
You're
hilarious.
my brain.
Well, like the problem that we were saying is that in our lifetime, combustion vehicles might be made illegal, and electric cars are going to be the only way to get around. So when you're going to get your GOJ or whatever else, right, you're going to need to drive an electric car. So if you know, but also I think the sounds it might be onto something there because like my parents and I are working in a building right now where it's underground, so you can't really the cars aren't moving very fast.
Yeah.
So there's no tire noise
And
or
that's
anything.
my exact problem with Teslas. They creep up on you.
Dude, my
It's
mom's like leaving
awful.
the little area that we work in because it's in the parking garage,
Yeah.
and she steps out into the main sort of like alleyway where the cars have to drive. She's almost been hit by a Tesla like 4 times, and they're not going fast. You just can't hear them unless you
Really?
see them. There is literal silence. So like to have some noise would be kind of nice, or if it could proximity detect pedestrians and play like a little beep beep or like a little noise.
Yeah.
I know a lot of them now in the reverse play a tone when you're reversing.
Yeah.
now, which I think is awesome.
because it's silent, bro. You can't hear it. I mean.
And even if people are gonna be like, oh, well, that's the whole point of like modified cars, they're too loud, blah, 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 from our last podcast.
Yeah, we were
right?
saying like, gee,
Cool. Well, you can program at like 11 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah, so to shut off.
Everything shuts off.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Like it can be
Just
like a
during the
transmitter
day.
on the highway that just shuts off the noise.
Facts, yeah.
Right? Like we have the technology to
We
do
do.
so. It's not
It wouldn't-
taking over your car.
it wouldn't
it's
be
just
hard.
cutting the noise.
Or like make it an optional feature, like how Tesla makes it. You can tune different horn noises or
Well,
something.
you can turn it
You
off.
can
on the
shut it
Ioniq,
off on the
yeah.
Ioniq too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hyundai it's really cool that they did that.
Can you do that one more time?
Can you do one more time?
It's
I know, it's
awesome.
I love it. But speaking of stuff that we love, so Kate really likes doing pottery. She's like been doing it pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
So she wanted a chance to like plug her. I don't think you remembered that you wanted to do this, but I wrote it down like weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But like your Susie Ceramics
Oh, yeah.
Instagram page.
Everybody follow Susie Ceramics.
And what do you
We're gonna write it on the board too.
Oh, yeah,
We're just
we
gonna have
should.
it there.
Cool.
The markers are right there. Do you like?
you
We'll,
wanna
we'll
write it?
write. We'll write it after. We'll write after. It's
You
okay.
write down later.
But like Susie Ceramics, she's just been doing pottery, making some mugs. We're gonna get some keychains. But it's modeled after Susie.
Yes.
That's like the name where it kind of comes from. He's also
Can
your
I,
logo.
can I get
right?
a Susie made out of ceramic?
I don't know. Can you do that?
Make him out of ceramic?
Like make a little white dog shaped
Yeah.
thing. I'm gonna pull it up so
Probably.
we can.
You know what you should do? I just got an idea. You can probably 3D print this. Okay.
Oh,
Hear
I
me
can
out.
3D print anything, bro.
The silhouette of Susie on a little stick,
This
like
is-
a branding stick,
Oh, like
right? So on the bottom of all of your
Mhm.
ceramics,
That's
you
I could
just
stamp it.
exactly.
That's what the logo
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah.
Right
So
now,
like the little dog thing.
Yeah, just
Transfer that onto your like 3D
silhouette
printer,
it and print it
then
off.
You can just like stamp it, and then it's like an actual brand.
So she
That's so
bought
true.
a
Yeah.
stamp from this like pottery thing
Yeah.
website, and it just says Susie on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has that, but
Well,
I
you could
said
do that, but with the little dog.
we
would
should
make
3D
it-
print
yeah.
stencils or stamps that you could do.
Yeah,
I
or like
think
a
it'd be
dog face or like a paw thingy. So
Yeah.
I could, like
Yeah.
beside Susie, I could like stamp it in.
sick. It's kind of cool. I mean,
Or you could even like ink print his paw,
that's what I said.
and then go on and then shrink it down,
so that it'll be exactly
so it's
his paw
exactly
shape.
his
Yeah.
paw shape.
I know that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's a
would be
good
sick.
idea. But the
Yeah.
thing is like she's just doing it for fun, but also it's nice to have a hobby and do your thing. But she's getting pretty good.
Right now, I'm like experimenting with different types of clay, different like sizes.
What's the
like,
new clay you bought?
I bought this like speckled clay,
Mm.
so it's gonna be like white stoneware, but it has like a bunch of like black speckles in it. So
Yeah.
that'd
Ooh,
be
like a
interesting.
marble.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like it looks like and she has like this mini kiln, so she could dry and probably fire like bisque fire and like final glaze fire.
Maybe.
Like I think it got to the first bisque
Yeah.
cone that melted, so you know it gets to a certain temperature, but I don't think it got to the final temperature. We didn't
No.
have it on long enough to
No.
see. But it's cool because she could probably do keychains or like you're saying like little paw keychains.
Yeah.
It'd be sick. I don't know. It's just cool, man, to see like different hobbies. I never did clay or anything like that, so I've been doing all this like wiring and like 3D printing stuff. But
I didn't have the patience for pottery.
yeah, it's a lot of patience.
It's a lot. I mean.
Very messy too. Water
Yeah, it's
and
a lot
like
of cleaning.
I like
cleaning.
playing with it, like throwing it on the table.
Yeah.
That's my pottery.
You-
That was really entertaining. to me. Just-
I like chucking clay against the table, but
If you need your clay chucked, I'll chuck your.
speaking about chucking stuff though, especially when you're chucking it in the trash or trying to sell it, Facebook Marketplace,
Oh
bro.
fuck.
Good transition. I just want to really pat myself on the back.
Okay.
For all the
transitions.
transitions
Yeah,
today.
this
All the
really
transitions.
fires up my kiln.
Yeah, so-
you know what?
Oh,
I don't
you're
even care.
hilarious.
I'm gonna drop his first name because
Talk-
fuck you, Dennis.
Talk it, bro. Yeah, fuck.
Fuck you, Dennis.
Fuck you,
Oh,
Dennis.
what
Okay.
happened?
You're
I've
about
been
to
trying
find
to
out.
sell this motorcycle battery on Facebook Marketplace. Perfect battery, like brand new.
Hmm.
Whatever. Let's say at a decent price. I'm not trying to fuck anybody over.
Yeah.
I've put in the description like the fucking model, the voltage, the dimensions, fucking everything you could possibly ask me. Okay? Facebook Marketplace. This goes for everybody listening.
Yeah.
When you're selling something, you get annoyed by stupid questions.
Oh, is it still available?
I'll fucking shove it where it's gonna be available.
Yeah,
in a
it'll be
minute.
available, bud, right in your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have some etiquette.
Yeah, facts.
Read the fucking description.
Please preach, brother.
So this guy, I was supposed to be somewhere today at like 4 o'clock.
You're a busy guy. You
I
got
was
things
supposed to
do
do something today.
Mm-hmm.
This guy messaged me earlier this morning. He's like, "Hey man, like I saw your battery. I think it's the same one. It's gonna fit my side by side. Like, I really want this. I already checked out. It fits. Blah 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 blah. All this crap." Right?
You're like,
I'm
"Cool, sorry, bro.
All right, cool. He's
Just
like,
come
"Can
by
I
it."
can I come today?" I'm like, "I'm not really available today."
Mm-hmm.
And as a seller, you kind of do have to make yourself like available to sell something if you want to get rid of it. I get it.
Yeah, obviously.
So he's like, "Oh man, like I'm a delivery driver, like I work in the area, like come on, like
Already
he's
paid
like I'm already in the area." Yeah.
Already.
I was like, "Okay, dude, if you can be here like before 6,
I'll make it happen.
I'll make it work.
What a legend. No
Cool.
one, I'd never do that, but you're a legend for doing
And
that.
because he sounded really nice, and he sounded like a serious guy. He's like, dude, I got the cash on me right
I
now.
know you
like,
need to sell
like,
it.
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, I just want it in my garage, and I want some cash. Like, whatever, fuck it. He shows up. He gets out of his truck. I am walking towards him with the battery box. Okay, this is a motorcycle battery.
So it's not light, but it's not also...
No, it's not that. It's not large.
Oh,
It
it's
fits in a motorcycle.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know anything about side-by-sides, right?
Yeah.
And he told me, oh yeah, this looks like it perfectly fits. The man is not even halfway out of his truck, looks at me and goes, oh, fuck, man. You didn't tell me it was that small. Slams the truck door and fucks off.
Oh,
Fuck
also a
you,
side by side.
Dennis.
Yeah, fuck you, Dennis. That's
Side by side
shit.
is like those little off-road like go-kart. They're not little, like they're pretty big.
It's
right?
the thing at Cabela's we saw where I told you they're like $50,000 sometimes.
Yeah.
And they have like
Spec the
winches
fuck
and
out.
like they're closed cabins. They're like mini ATVs, but with like steering
Right,
wheels.
so I don't know if it takes a car battery or a fucking motorcycle.
No,
But I
but
would
dude,
figure
the
it'd take a
voltage and the
motorcycle.
amperage is all that matters. The size doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
if you posted that, then he should have known.
Yeah, I was like, fuck you.
Right?
He like not even 30 fucking seconds. This guy also had like the audacity to fucking ask me. He's like, "Oh, do you still have the receipt from it for the warranty and all this shit?" I'm
my
like, "Dude,
God.
it's a MotoMaster battery from Canadian
I
Tire.
know,
They
you
have a
could just go
lifetime
buy
fucking
one,
warranty." Like
yeah.
at that point, I'm like, "Dude, just go fucking buy one at Canadian Tire." Like, obviously, my battery's probably not going to sell because literally anyone could go at Canadian Tire. That's why
But
I
if-
listed
if
it for
you-
like just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, so
I
that
even
they'll-
sent him pictures. I put it on a battery tender. It's charged. It's ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Like, fuck you.
You've done the best you can for a
And
battery.
I found the receipt. I'm like walking out with the box. I'm like, hey man, by the way, you know what? I did actually find the
I did
receipt in
find
case you want the fucking
and he
warranty.
disappeared.
And he fucking slams the door. This guy's like fucking 60 years old. Have some better fucking etiquette, dude. Dude, I almost
sorry,
took the
dude.
battery and threw it at him.
It's small enough. You probably could
I
have.
probably could. I should have. I was like,
I
not
don't
even
know,
like a
dude.
sorry, like nothing, or like sorry for wasting your time.
Sorry.
Oh no, I left him a wonderful fucking message in the chat.
Oh,
A few times
because
too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you lowballing me $20,
So,
dude? Like,
here's the best one about that battery too. Another guy messaged me. It was like a month ago.
Mhm.
He's like, "Hey man, yeah, your battery fits, but I see that the positives on the right side and the negatives on the other
oh, it's
side."
like alternate pole. or
Yeah,
whatever?
he's like, "It's opposite. You
What
know,
I
don't-
need.
I don't think it'll work. Do you know anything about that?"
Just
I
kinda-
literally texted
left
him
pole.
back. I was like, "Turn the battery around."
Yeah.
Like,
flip it
you-
the other way.
Or just cross the way. Fucking like if the battery's facing this way,
Just
just
flip it.
face it the other. It's already a small compartment.
Yeah, you
and
could
they
just
make
flip
the
it.
leads a little long, so there's a little bit of slack. Like
Yeah.
they're not like tight on
no,
there.
No, you could. You still
Tyler
could.
pictures you out. He's whining.
Oh, okay, no
Fucking
worries.
flip it.
But,
By
um,
occasional Kate.
We're by KJK. We're probably gonna wrap up by the time Susie's
Yeah.
done. Man, it takes like 30 minutes to pee, so
Jesus.
yeah,
Oh boy.
it's pretty bad. Yeah, but I was gonna say, since we're talking about batteries, to segue into batteries on the crazy cart.
We're really
So-
going electric today.
Dude.
Go green. Fuck
Electric,
yeah,
bro.
electric.
A lot of just electric stuff in our
Fuck
lives
you,
right now.
Greta.
Fuck you, Dennis. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, fuck Dennis.
Anyways, I wanted to talk about.
Sorry, can we just start every podcast until he answers my
Fuck
Facebook
Dennis.
message? Fuck you, Dennis.
Hashtag fuck
This guy probably
Dennis.
doesn't even know what a fucking podcast is. but-
Honestly, first person to at Dennis to find him. We just want to say, bro, like it's all good. Like no hate, but like you suck. You know, like so you,
Fuck you, Dennis.
fuck you, Dennis.
That's gonna be my new producer tag.
Fuck Dennis.
Fuck you, Dennis.
All one word. Fuck you, Dennis.
Fuck you, Dennis.
But yeah, dude, great third podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like
Third episode.
we're wrapping up at like 45 minutes, which is like kind of we're trying to make it a little bit shorter,
Yeah.
you know, because like people
We
are
like to
watching,
yap.
but we like
We're
to yap.
yappers.
So it was pretty good. Lots of cool stuff. Fuck Dennis. Fuck Olivia Chow. But
Yeah.
it's fine. She's a
They'd be
politician.
great together.
They'd be great together. Maybe they are together.
Jesus.
I don't remember what her husband's name was. I think he. passed
No, this
away.
guy was like fucking trailer park trash.
Ah, okay,
Trailer
okay,
park
okay.
trash.
Well, I mean, if you had cash, it doesn't matter. You sell it to anyone, right? But he
Take
wasted
the
your
money,
time.
but, like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm glad we could sneak this in last minute.
Yeah.
And we'll upload this one and probably do a couple more episodes maybe
Okay.
towards October. I don't know what your schedule's looking like, but I'm looking
Yeah.
pretty busy, like on and off. So it'll
Yeah.
be like busy couple weeks.
I
and
think
then,
like
week off.
just pre-Halloween we'd probably squeeze one in and then
Squeeze one in there.
post-Halloween.
Maybe we can do
squeeze one
costume, like a Halloween episode
in.
before.
I mean, I'm already in my.
I know you look great.
Yeah.
What is it? What are you wearing? Is it like a poncho or just like a sweater?
It is. Well, it's kind of a mix of everything. So it's you can fold it in to keep like your arms
Oh,
out.
that's
'Cause,
sick.
like it goes really wide, right?
Dude, that's
I just
wicked. Oh,
smacked
that's okay.
right.
That's okay. It's the spring. Yeah.
You know, it's pretty wide. It's
That's
like a
cool.
big blanket. It's really warm and comfortable. It's made out of
It looks like merino wool.
No, it's alpaca.
Oh yeah,
It's
alpaca.
from Ecuador. Is it alpaca or llamas? Out there?
It's alpacas, mostly
Yeah.
alpacas. Dude, it looks really
it's
comfy.
hand woven. I actually watched the lady weave this.
No way.
Yeah, she like literally made this for me because I said I wanted one that was like reversible, like dark and light.
The dark and light is nice. Yeah.
It's got like my favorite patterning.
Yeah,
I think it's
like
called
it.
Spoonflower.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
It
got
does look
like a
like
little bit of
flowers.
like rainbow to it and stuff.
I know. I want to. I always see you have like a assortment of ponchos. And I don't have any ponchos, and I'm like sad.
I'll try to get you one.
Dude, I'm poncho-less.
Yeah.
I'll buy your battery if you get me a poncho. I'm just kidding. I don't want that piece of trash battery.
Like
Who knows
they're
if it's
comfy.
good?
They're handy. Like it's my fall wear.
Honestly, it looks really comfy.
I will wear this because like again, like you get a little hot, you just roll it up. You
Yeah.
can fold it and it like folds in like especially with the colors, you get like a nice pattern.
Nice triangle.
Yeah, it like folds in the patterns nicely.
It's
It's got a
badass.
hood.
Dude, it's like Jedi robes.
It's literally a Jedi robe, man. Look.
Oh my
I'm a
god.
fucking Jedi native, bro.
Yo, that's sick.
Fucking
Jedi
whoa.
native? What about?
Yo.
They should make some native Jedi movies.
Lightsaber.
Lightsaber arrows?
Oh wait, no, there is. It's the Clone Wars episodes, the witches.
Oh yeah, because they pull back
Yeah,
and it's
it's
like a bolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, we're so nerdy. Okay.
Okay, let's wrap it
Anyways, we'll wrap up. Thanks guys for watching. Follow
Yeah.
us at IG, Instagram, manspread.podcast. IG me, Jason_Biakis, and Instagram ColtXII, bro.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.